Alright, good evening, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, we come back to Eldora for the Australian Speedway League and WP Concrete 360 Wing Sprint Car Series here at Eldora. Round number 5 of the Sprint Cars. Qualifying about to roll off, and each driver. Sprint Car Series here at Eldora. We'll have 2 laps. Apologise for that. So 5th round of the series, the second time that the sprint cars are invading Eldora Speedway. Look at some of the drivers on the racetrack. Can't get all of them on there, unfortunately. We're watching Jock Leader. Skidding there in car number 7. Getting the green flag for his first lap around Eldora. In fact, Jock, the previous winner of this event here, I believe in the opening round. First lap time is going to set him 4th quick with a 14.409. Gets bumped back down to 5th with James Robbie going 4th quick. Jumping in the second up with a 14.320. 318 in fact. It's not going to be enough to go any higher than 5th. Shannon Jordan in car number 2 on the racetrack, sitting 24th quick with a 14.883. Lap number 2 for Shannon Jordan with a 14.747. The racetrack in the 666 machine. Look out, it's Harry Edwards. So Ricky Sanders and Dylan Silman. The USA invasion. They sit 1 and 2. Sanders, no wonder he's first quick. He's got my number 56. Waiting on a time for Harry Edwards, a 14.567. Lewis Hewitt on screen, 14.379 on lap number 1. Lap number 2 for Hewitt is quicker with a 14.298. The 96, I believe that's Darren Harmon on the screen, it is. 67 of Brayden Davison, 26 quick with a 14.687. Lap number 1 for Davison. Second lap as he comes across the stripe on the front straight over, the 14.548 goes to 17th quick. They were trying to get a couple extra laps in here. Just trying to get a lap in. 34 drivers officially taken a time, and you're looking from 1st through to 34th. 0.771 of a second separating our 31 drivers here this evening. And 4 heat races here this evening in the WP Concreting 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. Hello to David Huddle. Congratulations on your win, buddy. Hello to Robbie Andrew in chat as well. So heat number 1, we'll take a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid. On the pole for heat race number 1 in car number 9, it's David Sanford. To his outside, the 113 of Brenton West. At a position 3, the 21 of Troy Price. At a position 4, the 67 of Brayton Davison. At a position 5, the 78 of John Schultz. At a position 6, the 8 of Josh Harm. At a position 7, the 22 of Joel Berkeley. At a position 8, the 56 of Ricky Sanders. At a position 9, just missing out on the inversion in car 33 is Billy Ryan. 9 cars, 10 laps on the board. And our top 3 straight to the main event. Thank you very much, Robbie. We try to bring the best coverage that we can here on Ultimate TV. And of course, for the other people watching as well on the Facebook and YouTube channel, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. We are live multiple times during the week. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. It's free. Once again, hit the thumbs up on the video. So, David Postman, Pat Sanford in the 9 car, along with Brenton West, sorry. Heat number 1, about to roll off. Fastest guys coming from position row number 4, so keep an eye on those guys. Already they go 3 wide, 4 wide, there it is, 4 wide for a brief second. Look at Josh Hart in the 8 car on the outside, trying to make the top side work. Sanders trying to do his best open seeing impression and ride that catch fence. Josh Hart work on the outside of the racetrack, gets by Troy Price. Does he duck down low? No, he keeps it up top. He gets into the back of Sanford. Sanford around and upside down along with the 33 of Billy Ryan. Sanders in position 4, now challenging for 30. Gets by the 113 of Brenton West down the back straightaway. And here comes a Bold Jerkley. Davison in the 67. Now takes over the race lead down the back straightaway. Price trying to come back at him on the inside, but well, the American invasion right now is in full flight attack mode from the 56 of Ricky Sanders. The Kiwi on the outside in turns 3 and 4. Here comes Troy Price, and oh, Joel Burke taking a page out of David Sanford's book, and it was hard contact into turn number 3 and 4. Sanders to the race lead. No, Price back by him. The battle for the final transfer is what? 3 cars fighting for that third and final A main spot. Otherwise, you're going to be in the B main. Davison falling back to 5th. Now cuts it down underneath Joel Berkeley down the back straightaway. Berkeley getting very close to the back of that 113. John Schultz back there as well. Now you make this a 4-car battle for this one spot to get directly into the main event. Davison has that spot locked up at the moment, but not easy pickings at the moment. 2 laps to go, a mile to run. Can the Burkinator, can he do it? Joel Beck, oh, a bit of a contact there with Brenton West on the entry into turn number 3. And Berkeley looking like it's knocked all over again. Going to have to come via the C main, I believe. Let's hopefully he can get out of a transfer spot in that one. Although he makes it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Your winner is going to be Sanders, I believe it is. Price home in 2nd, 3rd is Davison. 4th is going to be the B main bandit, Joel Berkeley. Just getting 4th. 5th is Brenton West, John Schultz, Billy Ryan, Josh Harm, and David Sanford rounds out the field. Heat race number 1. Whew! Heat race number 2. We'll take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole, heat race number 2 in the 07, it's Trent Gosley. Out of position 2, finished 3rd in the 1RC Midget Series just previously, a couple of minutes ago. In the 46, that's Aaron Humble. Inside, row number 2, out of position 3 in the 015, it's Darren Lord. To his outside, it's the 666 of Harry Edwards. Out of position 5, the 55 of Marcus Knitska. Out of position 6, it's the 5 of James Rice. Out of position 7, the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. Lining up alongside him in the 8 machine. Out of position 8 in the 31, it's Dylan Simmelman. Out of position number 9 in caliber 17, it's Thomas Hunter. Heat number 2. Another top 3 to the main event again. Rest of the drivers in the B, C, and D main as they all try and fight for the 5th round of the WP Concreting 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, round number 5 on the schedule here at Eldora for the 2nd time this season. Green flag. Green flag on the racetrack. Trent Godley and Aaron Hummel lead us down the front straightaway. Hewitt got a good jump and straight through the middle. Gets by Rice now. As Hewitt up to position 5, challenging on the outside, almost challenging for a top 3 already on the opening lap. He's got Harry Evans in front of him. It's the fake hectic versus the real hectic. Harleman, oh, it's the first time for everything. Simmelman, sorry, not Harleman. Used to seeing Harleman in the tax 3 defence car. Simmelman actually got out of the throttle, would you believe it or not? And if that was Austin, he wouldn't have let go. And there he goes up into the fence, rear end out of that race car. We'll see him in a D main. Gosley, your race leader with a slide job on Aaron Hummel. Hewitt in 3rd. Edwards back there in 4th, and you got Knizia and Lord fighting that out. You go back to James Rice in the 7th. Edwards rides the cushion through turns 1 and 2. Puts a couple of car lengths between himself and Marcus Knizia in the 55, but look at Hewitt just in front of Edwards. All over your 2 front runners right now, Gosley and Humble, as they race side by side. Humble gets the cushion, comes back down the racetrack in front of him. The cushion is dangerous right now. Gosley trying to slide up in front of Humble. Humble, once again, literally on rails on the cushion. Here is Hewitt with a slide job. Humble turned the back underneath him. At the line, there was nothing in it. In fact, you see there a dead heat as they went across the start-finish line on the previous lap. This time, no doubt about it, Hewitt will lead with just 2 to go. Humble, Gosley, Edwards and Knizia. So right now, Edwards is 1 spot out of the transfer, but he looks to the outside into turn number 3 and 4. Gosley sending it in the middle of the racetrack right now. Humble trying to bring his teammate Edwards with him on the top side of the racetrack as they look to get 2nd and 3rd. Edwards has got a run on Gosley down into 3 and 4, the final time. Gosley caught the back of Humble, and it just picked up the front wheels, picked up the front end. And that one little mistake cost him. Lewis Hewitt with the win. Humble, Edwards, Gosley, Knizia. Rice was there. Can't remember the rest of the guys. Man, this is eventful. Let's take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid for heat race number 3. On the pole, heat race number 3 in car number 2, it's Shannon Jordan. To his outside, the 63 of Scott Griffiths. At a position 3, the 152 of Mick Wilson. At a position 4, the 19 of Darren Brumfield. At a position 5, the 29 of Jake Maloney. At a position 6, it's the 88 of Brenton Hobson. At a position 7, the 41 of James Robbie. At a position 8, the 50 of Tom Callahan. At a position 9, 35 of Ryan Gorton. Another 10 laps around Eldora. Daniel, no one gets bored of winning, trust me. I tell you what, he's got some tough competition here tonight, so it's not easy pickings, that's for sure. Jordan and Griffiths, the front row, getting set for heat race number 3.
Green, green, green.
Green flying us out, and we're underway. Griffiths and Jordan race down into 1 and 2. Jordan slides up in front of Griffiths, but Griffiths goes back around the outside. And it's hard to tell with that kind of internet connection, but somehow they all make it, or most of them make it through. Oh, Mick Wilson, contact there with Callahan in the 50. Here comes Gordon in the 35. Up to position 6 right now. Robbie trying to send it on Brumfield. There's contact. And he gets to position 3. Now tries to come after Maloney. They go 3 wide behind him right now. Wilson, Gordon, Brumfield. And then you throw in Gordon as well. Callahan. He's off to the post office. Up to position number 4 right now. Still got a bit of work to do in the final 7 laps of this race, but still plenty of time. Especially if Maloney and Roberts are going to continue. Maloney and Robbie, apologise, Maloney and Robbie. If they're able to continue battle side by side, it's going to give the 50 of Callahan a chance to really close in the gap. You know what makes it worse, Daniel? He's got 1 screen as well. Some people have 3 screens VR and he does it on 1. I mean, so does Joel and Bob as well, but we'll get back to that later. Shannon Jordan, your race leader, in the 3 and 4. 6 down, 4 to go, and here comes the 50. Closing in on your 3rd place runner, the 41 of James Robbie. Robbie got to be getting a little anxious right now, knowing the 50 is right up on the rear nerf bar, almost just a couple of car lengths as he closes in that gap just a little bit more. Every lap it gets closer and closer. Now Robbie tries to go to the inside. He's got to be careful not to leave the top side open too much, because if he doesn't get the run off the turns, he leaves the top side open for Callahan to drive around the outside. He may just lose that 3rd and final transfer spot. 2 laps to go. The leader is Jordan. You're watching Maloney on screen in the 29. 1 lap to go. Now we watch Robbie and Callahan. Oh! Callahan! That might have been a bit of netcode there, but that sent Robbie flying up into Maloney. And that's going to give Ryan Gordon 3rd. Jordan with the win. Callahan 2nd. 3rd, Gordon. And you go back to Brumfield. Mick Wilson. Jake Maloney loops across the line. James Robbie, Brenton Holmson, and Scott Griffiths. Whew. Too quick, we can't go look at the replay on that one. But our 4th and final heat of the night. Up next, we'll take a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 14, it's Brandon Carroll. On the outside of the front row in the 500, it's George Fullerton. At a position 3, the 71 of Gavin Sadler. At a position 4, the 25 of Nathan Clark. At a position 5, the 34 of Mason Merritt. At a position 6, it's the 911 of Lachlan Smith. At a position 7, the 7 of Jock Goodyear. At a position 8, the 51 of Bob King. And at a position 9, the 96 of Darren Parmenter. Cheers, Daniel. Appreciate it. So the 4th and final heat race of the night here in the WB Concreting 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Round number 5 at Eldora, presented by the Australian Speedway League. Reminder, we have the Knoxville Nationals and 360 Australian Sprint Car title coming up here in a couple of weeks' time. I don't have the dates in front of me. But we're also going to have the Oval Express Speed Week as well. 5 nights of racing in the 410s. 5 nights, Monday. Might be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not sure whether they're going to go Monday to Friday. Dates are on the Australian Speedway League Facebook page.
Green, green, green.
Settle down, Gavin. Trying to get the jump on the field, but realised he had to wait for the green flag. 3 wide for the minor placing right now. Clark through the middle, got by Fullerton, Smith and Goodyear. Trying to make their way through the field as well. King stuck behind Fullerton at the moment. And they go 3 wide. Lachlan Smith gets by James Robbie and the 14 into the wall. Bob King around. Yeah, he's going to be PI55ED. Goodyear into the fence. In 1 and 2, that allows Smith to get on by. They're both out of a transfer spot at the moment. Fullerton hangs on to that one, but not for long. Because Smith put the slider on Fullerton in 3 and 4 now. Goodyear around the outside of Fullerton. So the battle between Smith and Goodyear. Into 3 and 4. Jock got out of the gas. Otherwise, he was going to be turning the 911 of Lachlan Smith. Well, let's just say that had happened. I dare say Jock might have been calling 911 for help. Clark in 2nd spot. Kevin Sadler, your race leader, halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Look at Goodyear rolling the top side of the racetrack. Smith goes, well, he gets the ledge, the cushion ledge on the entry that turns 3. And he gets by Clark. At the line, it was close. We're going to give it to Smith as well, he may have just pushed Clark up the racetrack. Clark got into the wall, and that gives Jock Goodyear that 7th spot, or the 3rd spot on the racetrack, as he now picks up position number 2 at the line. 6 1,000ths of a second separating Goodyear and Smith as they battle it out for 2nd and 3rd on the racetrack at the moment. One and a half to go. Sadler will get the white flag this time by looking to start position number 9 in tonight's main event and gain as many points as he can in the heat race here tonight. It's all about points. You race for your points. You get points in qualifying, your heat, and also the mains as well. Gavin Sadler with the win, Jock Goodyear in 2nd, Lachlan Smith in 3rd. He will start on the pole for the main event. Fullerton, Palmer, Merritt, King, Clark, and Carroll. Heat racing done. Now we get into 12 laps. C main, the top 4 should go on to tonight's B main. Take a look at the City Group Holdings starting grid. On the pole of tonight's C main, car number 33, it's Billy Ryan. At a position number 2 in car number 5, it's James Rice. At a position 3, the 88 of Brenton Hobson. At a position 4, the 51 of Bob King. At a position 5, the 8 of Josh Harm. At a position 6, the 17 of Thomas Hunter. At a position 7, the 41 of James Robbie. At a position 8, the 25 of Nathan Clark. At a position 9, the 9 of David Sanford. At a position 10, the 31 of Dylan Simmelman. At a position 11, the 30 in the 63, Scott Griffiths. And at a position 12, the 14 of Brandon Carroll. Couple of big hitters in this one. Likes of Rice, Hobson, King, Harm, Robbie as well. Watch Zimmerman not get off the gas this time in tonight's C main. Let's place bets how many cars he hits. I'm going with 3. So Ryan and Rice, the front row. No, it's not Tim. Well, Tim's used to being in the C main. He ran. What did he run second tonight? I kid Tim. don't even know where to start on that C main start. Oh my god. Hobson, your race lead. Let's go to the front. I'm not even going to attempt to dissect that one. Harm on Ryan now. On the inside, Bryce on the outside in fourth. Bob King behind him. Ryan holding the middle of the racetrack right now. Making it tough for the guys to get on by him. Here comes Bob King, going to send it on 3 cars. Oh no, Ryan got into Harm. Harm got into Rice. And well, with the action that's going on tonight, you can tell this is definitely the C main. This is carnage at its finest. I'm surprised we're not... Is this the New Zealand sim racing stuff? I love having jokes. Hobson, your race leader. Bob King in second. Brandon Carroll third. And David Sanford in fourth. This might be the 4 cars left on the lead lap. Hobbo out of fuel? That is awkward. Is there a full moon tonight or what? Does someone want to explain to me what we've just witnessed? I don't know what to say. Checkers are out. Bob King with the win. Brandon Carroll, Brendan Hobson, David Sanford, your top 4. Alright, okay. You know what, let's forget about that. Let's forget about that C main. Let's get on to the B. Let's take a look at the City Group Holdings starting grid. Alright, here we go. Let's hope that this race goes a little better. Alright, compose yourself. On the pole, in car number 22, it's Bowl Jerkley. At a position 2, it's the 07 of Trent Gosley. At a position 3, the 19 of Darren Brumfield. At a position 4, the 500 of George Fullerton. At a position 5, the 113 of Brenton West. At a position 6, the 55 of Marcus Knitska. At a position 6, the 152 of Mick Wilson. Out of position 8, the 96 of Darren Palmer. At a position 9, the 78 of John Schultz. Out of position 10, the 015 of Darren Lord. At a position 11, the 29 of Jake Maloney. At a position 12, the 34 of Mason Merritt. Out of 13 in the 51, Bob King. Out of 14, the 14 of Brandon Carroll. At a 15, I hope he's put some more fuel in. It's going to be the 88 of Brenton Hobson at a position 15. At a position 16, it's the 9 of David Sanford. Alright, we're back. I'm not sure what was going on in the last one, but B main, this is going to be hopefully a different story. Top 8 to the main event. The Birkinator, Bowl Jerkley,
Green.
Joel Berkeley and Trent Gosley, the front row. Green flag is out and we are underway during tonight's B main. And there goes Wilson, Darren Lord, Brandon Carroll involved, John Schultz. Remember, top 8 straight through to tonight's A main. Look at Bob King trying to come through the field as well after starting with 13. Looking to come from tonight's C main. Oh, almost put the mockers on him just there. Maloney got by King. Gosley working on the outside of Konitska. Off of turn number 2, we're going to turn 3 right now. Gosley trying to get the cushion. He got the cushion and drove it back through the middle of the racetrack. Trying to gather up some speed momentum. Nice, you're more than welcome to join me at the booth if you like. Just let me know. Race leader, Berkeley out in front. This is just going to be a cake for him at the moment. Looks like getting a little bit of track time before the 41 lap main event. You're watching Brumfield in the 19 in second, Konitska in the 55 in third, and Gosling the 07 in fourth. And now here comes Bob King on the outside, sitting in position number 5 at the moment. Make that 4th. He got by Gosling, made it look easy. Gets to the cushion, comes back down the racetrack behind Konitska. Konitska down low, putting a slider on Brumfield. This is where things get interesting. King got out of the throttle. Carried a fair bit of speed off of turn number 2 there. And now he works to the outside of Konitska. Konitska's going to leave the door open. And Bob King, he's just going to kick it down. But he almost tries to kick down the outside wall as well. Oh, King and Konitska. There's contact. Konitska upside down. Who's going to get involved in that one? He does well. He does almost a 720. Fullerton and Sanford in the 9. Sanford, the 9's not your number. That's Bowl Jerkley's. King around the outside of Bromfield there for 2nd spot. Your race leader is gone in the traffic. Don't throw it away yet, Joel. Still got a few more laps to go. 11 down here in tonight's B main. Top 8 through. And the checkered flag is out. And there we go. Berkeley gets the win in the 12 lapper. Which I like was 12, but it's what it is. Second was Maloney. No, King. Brumfield. And then we're going to go Maloney, Palmer, West, someone else, and more other drivers. Take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid for tonight's main event. On the pole for tonight's 41-lap main event in car 911, it's Lachlan Smith. At a position 2, the 35 of Ryan Gordon. At a position 3, the 60, the 666 of Harry Edwards. At a position 4, the 67 of Brayton Davison. At a position 5, the 7 of Jock Goodyear. At a position 6, the 50 of Tom Callahan. Fireworks display going off here at Eldora. At a position 7, the 46 of Aaron Humble. At a position 8, the 21 of Troy Price. At a position 9, the 71 of Gavin Sadler. At a position 10, the 2 of Shannon Jordan. At a position 11, the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. At a position 12, the 56 of Ricky Sanders. At a position 13, the 22 of Joel Berkeley. At a position 14, the 51 of Bob King. At a position 15, the 19 of Darren Brumfield. And Jake Maloney in the 29 out of 16. At a position 17, the 07 of Trent Gosley. Out of 18, the 88 of Brendan Hobson. At a position 19, the 96 of Darren Palmer. At a position 20, the 113 of Brenton West. "41 laps on the board. We've seen 41 laps since week number 2 in memory of Jason Johnson's number. In memory of Jason Johnson, that was his number, the 41. You've been under a rock for 6 weeks or more. Anyhow, Green flag about to fly. Green flag is out. Lachlan Smith and Ryan Gordon the front row. 3 wide again and multiple times through this field. They got 3, 1 and 2. Okay. Do they do the same in 3 and 4? Yes, they can. Edwards. Oh no, there goes the 21 of Price. Around Gosley involved in that one. Early caution here. And the 21 of Troy Price. Let's take a look at Colby's iPaint. Instant replay. Sideways, come off the cushion in front of the 2 Shannon Jordan, and cars coming through. The caution flag flies early here at Eldora. So over the first 4 weeks in the WP Concreting 360 Sprint Car Series, we've seen some phenomenal racing, especially going back to the first week at Eldora. I think we had 2, maybe 3 cautions, and that's all we pretty much had the entire series when it comes to most of the series, whether it's the Australian Speedway League Super Late models or whether it's the 1RC Midget Series or the WP Concreting 360 Sprint Cars. Been fairly decent so far. Seen some fantastic side-by-side racing, lead changes. We've seen it all here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Pace truck in 3, 2, 1. Gordon is on it.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
I mean, he's on the throttle. 5 down, 36 to go. See if the drivers can make it through turns 1 and 2 again. Shut the door on Callahan. Off turn number 4 now. Elder's going to put the slider on Goodyear right now. Callahan and Humble on either side of Hewitt down the back straightaway. Well, Callahan definitely got out of the throttle. He was carrying a lot of speed. Edwards was just a little bit slower on the entry to turn number 3. Edwards puts the move on Jock Goodyear. Goodyear keeps it. Keeps the right foot in the bucket. Wales are pushing on the top side of the racetrack. Look at King and Burton coming through. Now Bob King, now remember he comes from the C main. He's tonight's C main bandit. King with a slider on Humble. Almost worked on Burton. Humble back around the outside, so those drivers sitting in 8th, 9th and 10th at the moment. So King, it's fair to say, he's passed a few cars here this evening. Battle for the race lead right now. The 35 of Ryan Gordon just got passed by the 67 of Brayden Davison.
Yellow.
Looking for another win. The yellow is out. Uh-oh, Hewitt in the 3 car. I think the 71 might have been involved. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaint instant replay. With Edwards and Goodyear there. And just both finding a little bit of real estate on the racetrack. You see here's the slider from Edwards. Goodyear comes underneath here. That's hard racing. Unfortunately, Hewitt, he got involved in that one as well. Just coming through at 100 mile an hour, had no time to react on that one. And he got hit by, I believe it was Gavin Sadler. Yeah, 71 there. Hewitt back to the pits, as is Brumfield, Sadler, Edwards as well. And Gosley, although he's missing the front wing, he's sitting in 14th position at the moment. Lights are out on the pace truck, 14 down, 27 to go. 2 cautions here this evening so far in the WP Concreting 360 winged sprint cars. Here at Eldora Speedway. Round number 5, green flag is back out. Good. That was a scary moment for the guys behind. Berkeley and King get on by. Now Bob King, look at him make this charge through the field right now. Berkeley wants him back to the outside. Berkeley picked up position 5 there. Watching Lachlan Smith in the 911 trying to hold off Tom Callahan. Gordon in 2nd spot right now. Davison in 3rd. Davison a little out of shape there on the exit of turn number 4. Miles a cushion through 1 and 2 down the back straight away. 3rd is Lachlan Smith, Tom Callahan, and Bob King there as well. Berkeley in 6th, Aaron Humble in 7th. Callahan with a move on Smith. Smith crosses underneath him now. Turn 4 at the line. We're going to give it to Smith just. Smith and Callahan duking war right now. Oh no! Ryan Gordon! Oh, they all get on by. They do, man. Talk about a pucker up moment. You want to pucker up? Let's have a look. Just caught the cushion. Look at that. Oh my god, there was a little contact. And this is where you think, please, just everyone get on by. Please, please, please. Man, talk about praying. You want a new set of underwear? Just go to Atmos. Look at Callahan right here. Wow, that was close. Now we're going to look from Bob King's angle as well. I believe there was contact with King. There's King. He has to come off the racetrack. In fact, it wasn't King, it was Smith. So keep an eye on the 35 just in front and look at that. Oh my god. Yep, pucker up, boy. Brayton Davison, the race leader. 23 down, 18 to go when we get the green flag. This time by, we're going to watch front and the back of that number 67 machine as he looks to find victory lane for the 2nd time this season.
Green's out, green flag, green flag.
David, you must not function before 8 o'clock very well. What is that? How much would a Harlemaniac flip count every broadcast run mean? A bit of confusion. Davison, Smith, Callahan, King and Berkeley, your top 5 right now. Keep an eye on Lachlan Smith looking to find his first win of the season. Callahan down to the inside. Slider on Smith. Smith jabbed the brakes, turned it underneath him and lost a whole lot of speed. Down the back straightaway. Callahan turns it underneath. Smith now. Smith into the wall now side by side with King. King up the 3rd. And here comes Berkeley. Nearly a slider on Smith. Smith railed the cushion. Always got into the back of Bob King there. And Smith now, does he return the favour on King? No, he leaves the door open to King and Berkeley. The yellow flag is out. Aaron Humble in the 46 involved, along with Trent Gosley. Taking a look at our Collins iPads instant replay. Jordan had nowhere to go. Gosley came in and Gosley upside down. That is all she wrote. Some of these drivers are humble somehow still on the racetrack. Is this where Callahan takes it? I wonder if that's the real Tom Callahan or whether a substitute driver is in that race car. I wonder if it's ERT spotter password. Too soon? Can't be too soon. Well, there's enough gap here between Brayton Davis and the pace truck. Well, we're going to be probably nearly a full straightaway, so I'm wondering if Tim Ryan's got something to do with that race car. So 10 laps to go here in round number 5 of the Australian Speedway League in WP Concrete and 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. This truck is in. Davison drives down from the middle, turns 3 and 4 down to the bottom side. He gets a run into turn number 1, leading by a couple of colours over Tom Callahan in the 50 and the 51 of Bob King back there in position number 3. Berkeley in 4th and rounding in the top 5 is Lachlan Smith. That is dangerous to run up there on the top side of the racetrack, I'm not going to lie. Well, this track is, well, it's fairly slick at the moment. That's off for these guys being able to run a track like this, especially on the top side. Davison continuing to lead from Callahan and King. 7 laps to go, the yellow flag is out. And we've got another couple of cars involved. I think the 88 of Brenton Hobson somewhere involved in that one. Now we'll look at the Collins iPads instant replay. Loose on the cushion. And Palmer was the one who got him from behind, but Hobbo was all on his own. Three laps to go. So if we see a caution from here on out, it'll end the race. I don't think if we see it as soon as the drivers go past the start finish line on the white flag, I think they race it out to the end.
Green flag, green flag.
Well, a big restart jump there from Davison, but he had to get the jump over Callahan. Two to go for Davison. Callahan, he's got one final time in turns 3 and 4. He makes a mistake. Davison, Callahan to the inside. The wide flag is out. And here comes a 3 wide battle for the lead. Davison, Callahan and King, 3 wide. King with a double slide jump. Oh, it's going to pay off. Bob King, take a bow. Oh my. Take a 2-minute break. Oh, whew, what a race. What a finish. Apologise. Let me quickly take care of something. Let's take a look at our Citigroup Holdings finishing results. After starting position 14 from tonight's C-Main, the 51 of Bob King. He leads 1 lap, but it's the one that counts. Bob King with a beautiful 2-slider. 2-car slide into turns 3 and 4 over Brayton Davison, home in second. Third went to the 50 of Tom Callahan. Joel Berkeley in 4th. 5th was Lachlan Smith. 6th went to Shannon Jordan. Darren Palmer in 7th. 8th was Jock Goodyear. Brenton West 9th. Brenton Hobson in 10th. Over the page in 11th, Troy Price. Ryan Gorton in 12th. 13th, Aaron Humble. 14th, Trent Gosley. 15th went to Harry Edwards. Darren Brumfield in 16th. Lewis Hewitt 17th. 18th, Gavin Sadler. 19th, Jake Maloney and Ricky Sanders did not start. We go and have a chat with our top 2 here. And we'll start off with our driver in second place tonight, the 67 of Brayton Davis. And Brayton, congratulations on second. You almost had it. You lead 30 of the 41 laps here tonight, but 1 lap you fall short, and that's the one that you needed to lead.
Yeah, it sucks to get another second in these things. It's my 3rd one and almost had the win tonight, but it's not bad when you lose to Bob King. He's sort of like the Donny shots of these sprint cars, so it's never bad when you lose to him, and that was a real good last lap move there. I guess it was pretty cool racing for the win there. Three car race for the win, and yeah, it was good fun. Took a while for me to get used to the track, but yeah, it was good.
2 times we've come to Eldora so far in the series for the sprint cars, and we've seen that cushion really build up and really be quite treacherous up there. Tonight it looked very much the same.
Yeah, it was tough. I didn't come here for the first round at the first time we came to Eldora, but yeah, I very quickly sort of realised that it's pretty tough, and that whole time I was sort of changing my line throughout the whole race, trying to find out where I was comfortable, and then I think I sort of got let the pressure get to me on that after that last restart, and I jumped it a little bit on a couple of corners, and I think that's how Tom and Bob ended up catching me. But yeah, it was a fun race and really enjoyed it.
All right, well done on second place here tonight, and before we really get out of here, I'm sure you got some people you need to thank.
Big thanks to Gavin from ASL for running the deal, you for Ultimate Dirt TV for live streaming, and then our team NZSR and our sponsors Speed Nation, Hazard Media, Alpha Finance, Progression Racing Australia, and TP Design. Yeah, thanks.
All right, there we go. Brayton Davison home in second place here on the season. We'll go to our winner tonight, and then we'll go to third place. So we'll bring the driver of the 51 machine, and Bob, congratulations from the C main. I don't even want to begin to try and explain what happened in that C main. I'm sure you knew what was going on, but to come from pretty much the C main, I think 7th or 8th in the C main, all the way to pick up the win on the last lap slider, double slider there on Tom and Brayton, man, you must be over the moon right now.
Yeah, definitely wasn't too happy with the heat having to go to the C main, but when you can go from the C to the A and pick up the win, you can never be upset with that one, can you?
Talk about how crucial those yellows were to, especially to to make your way from 14th to get a chance to challenge for that race lead.
Yeah, cautions were pretty vital. It's always good to get a restart. I sort of had decided to back it down and I had a really fast car and just thought, third will do. Saw Lewis had crashed out and everyone else in the championship was having a bad run, so I thought I'd back it down. And then the last caution just had a good run and thought, well, when in Rome.
What was the plan on those final 3 laps on that final restart? What was going through your mind?
I had pretty much decided to just sit in third and take the points, but had a decent run on the top and saw they were battling and saw a pretty easy opportunity to get under and yeah, just took it.
All right, well done on the win, and no doubt I'm sure you got a lot of people and a lot of sponsors to thank.
Yeah, the guys at Trackstar Raceway, the Speedway shop in New Line Oils, and Synergy Sim Racing couldn't do without all the support. Ultimate Dirt TV for broadcasting, and ASL for putting it on.
All right, there we go, Bob King there with the win. We're going to go and chat with our third place runner tonight in car number 50. Tom, congratulations on third. You had a chance at the race lead there, and a little mistake there from Brayton essentially cost you the win, but still third here tonight. You've got to be happy about that.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, there's so many great guys out there. It's hard, but yeah, it was a good run. I'm happy with it. Had good car pace, so it's my first podium so far, so I'm pretty happy with it.
And talk about this racetrack. I mean, yeah, black slick from bottom to top, and a cushion that was so dangerous. You make even the slightest of mistake, and one or two things are going to happen. You're either going to go upside down, or you're going to spin out in front of the field. I mean, how difficult is to run a track like that and run the cushion close to that wall and not being able to make a mistake for 41 laps?
It's very difficult, yeah, but like the amount of laps some guys do with practice, it's like you can do as many laps as you want, but you can still easily make a mistake with a cushion that wide, and it's fast as well, so yeah.
All right, well done on the third place here, mate. Once again, I'm sure you got some people and some sponsors you want to thank.
Yeah, I just like to give big thanks to the team at LTC Sports and sponsor Motum Simulation, so yeah.
All right, there we go. That was Tom Callahan there, home in third place. That'll wrap us up here from the Eldora Speedway. Earlier on, you've seen the 1RC Midget Series. Joel Berkeley got the win there in the Midget Series, in the Midgets. And Tom Callahan getting the win, Bob King getting the win here in the WP Concreting 360 Sprint Car Series. Rounds 3 and 5 done for the respective ones. And don't forget, on September 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and 7th, it's the Oval Express Magazine Speed Week. Live broadcast here on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. So big thanks to Oval Express, big thanks to Down Under Graphics, Australian Speedway League, and Hazard Media for putting all this together and obviously giving the chance for Ultimate Dirt TV to bring you the action. So the other night, another round wrapped up. Next week we're going to be live back again here at 8:15 and 9:15 for another 2 rounds of each series. I believe the midgets and sprint cars are the only things left on the series, and I think the 1RC midget series wraps up next weekend, so pretty sure that will wrap up a champion after next week. And of course, if you haven't done so already, you can hit the like and follow button on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, and of course you can hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel as well. It doesn't cost anything again. And on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, it's Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back next week.